The really funny thing was the government saw all this happening, all of the public anger and the rioting, and they actually tried to twist it and said, we need this hate speech bill in. It's just astonishing.
What's their end game? What's the goal?
Well, yeah, no, that's the question. So the stated goal is, as always with everything, including 15-minute cities and getting rid of meat, it's always a beautiful, lovely, happy, save everyone and keep everyone safe excuse. But it's nonsense. So the excuse is, we need to update our hate speech laws. Now, we have a 1989 hate act that can be used to prosecute people if true hate is used and a crime is committed or somebody is hurt. And that has worked perfectly with plenty of convictions over the last, 20, 30, 40 years. And I read it and it's perfect still. But what they're saying is, no, it's not good enough. It doesn't cover the modern internet era. And what they've written now is that they want to put in protected characteristic people. These people need special protection from their feelings being hurt, basically. And they put race, color, nationality, religion, national or ethnic origin, descent, gender, sex characteristics, sexual orientation, and disability. Jeez. So you'll notice they really want to shoehorn in, I think, all the sex stuff, the transgender and all of the push that we've seen in the last few years explode. There are no men and women. There is no black and white. Everything is topsy-turvy. So I view it as all of the stuff that they're pushing, all the woke stuff, you might call it, all of that serves to undermine society, take away tradition, take away history, take away the certainties people have, make everything all kind of more blurred. And it just aids in all the other strategies of UN and Agenda 2030. It just weakens the population and it makes people scared to speak up because most ordinary people are not sure what to make of all this nonsense. So I think the hate speech law is really to support all the nonsense that we're seeing coming out that they want pushed through into schools and everywhere. And it's also a chilling effect. And this is a key one that the Attorney General also mentioned, that it's written in such a way that it's literally minority report. You are guilty until proven innocent in this wording. Yeah. I mean, the specifics we can get into, but basically a relatively low-level court based on one person complaining and an Irish policeman taking up the problem can go into your house and take, it's written, everything, computers, anyone in the house can be searched, anything to be taken for a period as necessary. And if you have anything under their non-defined hatefulness, you are assumed that you would share that and cause trouble with it and cause hurt, unless you can prove it was only for your own use.
Oh my God. That is Minority Report in a nutshell. It's like, listen, I didn't murder anybody, but we looked into the future and we saw that you were going to do this. So we have to put you in that cryogenic state. So Ivor, I mean, this is insane. Besides the text and the going in your house and all that stuff, it seems to me that, you mentioned this with the hate speech and the LGBTQ push, and it's not just a local thing for the United States. This is a global agenda. They're not messing around. You're obviously dealing with it. It doesn't, thank God for Elon Musk giving us Twitter. So they're running out of options to keep us silent. So I think these type of bills shut up the people on a lesser level because they can't stop the Elon Musk, as we see every single day. He smokes marijuana. He's doing cocaine. He's insane. Allegedly, yeah, they're trying to ruin him. So I think this goes beyond just like a national thing. And speaking with you, it seems like they are trying to lock down everybody, and it's literally like we keep hearing this new world order. That's the new world order. That's what I think that they're trying to. Brandon, you got to ask a question, Ivor.
Yeah, Ivor, how's it going? So, would you say that Europe and Ireland, places like that, would be a canary in the coal mine for the U.S.? Because correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard that Europe implemented a lot of laws like this in the last few years. Is that correct?
Absolutely, Brendan, and it's a crucial point. Europe is much easier to bring in all this nonsense because, the WHO, the UN, they're all centered around Switzerland. They've a lot of influence, and they've already very much corrupted European politicians. During COVID, we saw Macron in France and the Austrian Chancellor. They came out with absolute madness in COVID. And our own Prime Minister, Leo Varadkar, he shot up very young, gay guy, out of nowhere, and suddenly he's the Prime Minister of the country a good few years ago. But he was so special that out of the 4,000 young global leaders that since 1991, the World Economic Forum has groomed for high positions to roll out the agenda, it's not even a secret.
Yep.
Leo Varadkar, our Prime Minister, was brought on stage with Klaus Schwab and personally recognized on stage with the big man. Yeah. So he's been very instrumental in what's going on in Ireland. And just the final thing, Brendan, really quick. Europe, yes, is easier to conquer than the US because you've got, you know, your constitution, free speech, you have guns,
yes.
You've got a lot of tension, right? So US is a bit harder in spite of Biden's efforts. But Ireland within Europe is no question, it's a prototyping facility because Ireland is highly globalized. 60% of our GDP is biotech and pharma. We have the longest lockdowns in Europe. So Ireland is really this kind of nest egg to start growing the new dystopia, unfortunately.